It's been about 8 months at site now. I've been in my little village in Guinea for 8 months, and work is kind of irregular. Some days I have things to do, some days I don't. This Most of these little clips here was taken on a day where I did not really have a whole lot going on, as you can see. But this kid right or man, this man in the video with me, name's Alpha Giallo, but Alpha is a very very common name out here in Guinea. So he goes by Cowboy, but Cowboy Alpha, or the name of his village where he's from is Lisang. So man of many names, many talents. When I'm not working at the health post, I hang out with this dude, and then there's a various cast of characters who come and go, who hang out with us. But he's the main guy. He would be my friend in the States. He's a really nice dude. But he's building. He also doesn't have a phone, doesn't have electricity, and he had one SD card of like TV shows and or not even like clips, video clips, and music, but he had to sell that to buy food. So, in terms of entertainment, this guy is pretty understimulated. So he's building this. He's essentially building a fort for fun. I asked him why, and he's like, "Oh, I'm building like a ring for exercise." But I mean, really, we're two just very bored people in this town, and I was over at his house, and he really wanted to get working on this, so I asked if I could film. So yeah, that's what's going on in the film. Um, Otherwise, I'm doing pretty good. Summer break in Guinea just ended, so that was pretty hard because a lot of people my age, young adults, came into Dindea. They came from all the big cities to spend the summer with their families in Dindea. But now that summer is over, they all left. So like three or four of my friends left. It's kind of hard, but now it's cool because I have a friend in university in like the three biggest cities in Guinea. So it's kind of cool. It's a good feeling. It's I know I'm integrating. Like I know people like me just because more and more people. 8 months in, people still want to talk to me, and people are still inviting me out to things, and I'm very much included. I'm very much part of the life here in Guinea, like and in my village, Dindea. So it's a good feeling, and it's yeah, I like it. I'm having a really good time. My Pular, the local language, is still very very hard for me. I understand a lot more than I speak. Like, if that makes any sense. People will talk to me in Pular and I can respond in French. But, so that's like my one black mark. That's the one thing I feel bad about. Because a lot of, shouldn't compare myself, but a lot of the other volunteers who I got off the plane with, who arrived at the same time as me, speak like fluent, very good Pular, but I don't. So, kind of embarrassing, but whatever. My French is good. I can communicate, which I guess it just sucks because with French I can talk to maybe like 60% of the town, which is okay. But then, whatever, because the women don't really go to school here. I'd say 98% of the women here, specifically women my age, only speak Pular, and so that's hard. That's hard for me. But other than that, I'm having a really good time. I was going to include audio of this next clip as well, But I don't know if anyone's ever spent more than 15 minutes around me. You know that sometimes I sometimes repeat things quite a bit over and over again. And in this clip, just kept saying Portojo, which is like white person in Pular. And now that I've been at site for 8 months, I don't really get called Portojo anymore. They call me like my name, my actual name, which here in Guinea I've been going by Habib. But I'd say for like 3 months, everywhere I went, at all times, always, constantly, it was Portojo, 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 Portojo this, Portojo that. Do this, go there, Portojo, Portojo. So that kind of just seared into my brain, and yeah, and now results in me saying it maybe every 15 seconds. Or when people talk to me in Pular and I don't know what they're saying, I get pretty far with yes is he. I go he, and then if they don't leave me alone, I go Portojo. And then usually, upon yelling Portojo, they figure it out. They're like, "Oh, this kid doesn't know what I'm saying." But sometimes that doesn't work either. They keep talking. I've gotten pretty far into conversations with yes and white man or white person. So, but yeah, I pretty sure I've lost about 60 pounds. Um, it's kind of scary because I feel just so much smaller than I've ever have in my entire life. And that's a weird, I don't know. Like I don't feel bad about it and I do feel healthier, but like this 5'6" guy the other day like almost pulled me like was in just goofing around, like not just joking around, but like grabbed my hand and like pulled me across the room, and I'm like, dude, back when I was 240 pounds, it was a lot harder to just kind of shake me around the room like a chew toy. But so yeah, I guess that's a little weird. I haven't been craving American food particularly, which was weird because I thought I would be craving it. And my mom sent me a package of a bunch of really good stuff, Pop Tarts, Cheez Its, Fritos. And the Pop Tarts were really good, big hit. Fritos were decent. But the Cheez Its, out of first time in my entire life, I just wasn't really blown away by the Cheez Its. And it kind of makes me realize, like, now that I haven't really, because really all I eat is like rice, fish, eggs, and whatever random vegetables are in season. As of right now, it's squash, which is awesome. Squash is so good, but no processed food, and I don't miss it. Like I really haven't been craving American food. Um, there's one pizza place in the regional capital, which is really close to me. That it's like I'm really just don't want to eat rice. I'll go and get a chicken pizza. It's pretty good. But yeah, I guess another thing I've been thinking about. Well, okay, I guess it's just kind of funny in Guinea, Africa in general, Guinea in particular. You just make fun of people. It's really common to just sit there and make fun of someone, like, and it's like the super stereotypical bullying stuff, they'd show you in films as a kid, like what not to do, but they do it to everyone constantly, and it's like a joke. It's funny. It's really funny. When it's not you, it's funny, and when it's you, it's also funny. But so I know with other volunteers that can be hard because the way that Americans don't like to be made fun of. I guess no one does, but so I got made fun of for walking the other day, which I don't know. Like that's why it's hard to take stuff like that seriously, because like I went to one of the community areas, and this guy was just Portojo no hilo, Portojo no hilo, which is I think is like white man is walking. So that was kind of funny. That made me laugh because I've never been made fun of for walking before. So I don't know, but so yeah, that's an interesting. That's kind of what's going on here. Um, it's good. Yeah, I've I realized that this making fun of people thing could go pretty well for me because there's this kid here who over the summer he came back to the village to hang out with his family, and he was just being annoying. So I kept making fun of his ears because he had big ears and he looked like Dumbo. So every time he'd annoy me, I'd flick him in the ear, and it was like I was intentionally trying to be rude, and it was just the funniest thing. The kid was laughing, everyone was laughing. Like, hey, this is it's kind of nice. I kind of like this. It's kind of nice. So here, I'm calling this a monitor lizard, just because one time I was on a safari in Uganda and I saw a monitor lizard and it kind of, I don't know, big lizard. I don't know what this is. One of the kids who lives in my health post, like, I don't live in the jungle. It's actually pretty interesting. All the animals here are like super, super afraid of people because, as you see, every time people see animals bigger than like a rat, they kill them. But I live really close to the jungle, so one of the like 14-year-old kids came back from the jungle one day with this. He's like, "Hey Nathan, look at this." I did not eat it. Just I don't know. It's kind of cool. Kind of cool.